Hi, thanks for joining us on the Nourishing the Community Podcast, where we're going to be talking about all things happening in the community with nonprofits and community needs and how you, the listener, can get involved and make some change. I'm your host, LaDonna Parham. This is my co-host,
Norman Hanks. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Nourishing the Community Podcast. I'm here today with Heather Crissey, who is the Client Services Manager. What is your title now?
Wraparound Service Coordinator.
For Nourishing the Whole, which is another one of the programs that Nourish here in Murfreesboro offers to our clients. And we're super excited to have you on because we're super excited to tell people what you're doing over there, right? This is new programming. We've had it around for about 1.5 years now. You've been doing it for at least a year of that.
For the year, but with a few bumps in the road. But now we're like full force going for it. And
so tell us a little bit about it, what it is you do, what the programming is.
I call it helicopter mom, kind of in a way. I am there to support the clients and help them find the resources that they need to achieve their goals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and sometimes it just needs a little support. The first thing I always tell everyone is I'm here for any questions you need. I'm here. You call me, you text me, you let me know. We'll go to the next level. We'll figure out what it is that you work with me, I work with you, and we'll complete this together. That's the main goal I have at first, to make sure that we get the trust and we get the bond and they see that I'm a person, everybody's the same, there's no judgment in this, in nourishing the whole or nourish at all. And so I try to make sure that everybody understands that everything that they say to me is without judgment. So that way we can move forward. And then now we also have all these resources that are coming into our building because we have a beautiful building.
Right.
And we have Interfaith Dental coming in, and we have the Legal Aid Society coming in next month. Interfaith Dental has been in for a while, and then Volunteer Behavioral Health has been coming every week, so that if they need to come in and they need to start their intake process, they can do that right on site. And then even if they need to have a meeting because they can't get the 2 locations, they can come back, and we have a room dedicated just so they can be seen in private. So
awesome. Well, let's go back to talking about goals, right? So that's the
Okay.
first thing you do with any client that comes into you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are these goals look like? What are we doing? Are we looking for a house? Are we looking for a job? What kind of goals do you set with your clients? Is it something as simple as, I just need to get an ID today? What is it?
I've had a few of them where we need to talk about IDs. We also, we set goals to get ESL classes.
And for people that don't know, what is ESL?
English is a second language. Go in, and they usually have free programs everywhere. They even have childcare. We also do jobs. That's the highest bracket one, I think, for me, is helping people find jobs, because I'll get you to work. I will. I'll find a way. There's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to put people, though, in things that they would like to do, not just to work. I mean, of course, everybody needs an income, but there is a special spot for everybody. Housing, I try to make sure that they have the access to the resources for the electricity and the water. And so Mid-Cumberland and Community Helpers are some of our resources on that. And they're awesome. Community Helpers is in our building. And then let's see. So we got the jobs. We have the housing. We have the education. Why am I losing my sense of, clothing? Sometimes I do. I have a little closet. I got to get all this going right. Yeah, I have a little clothing that I do give out, especially if you just see the need. I like to have something for each person to say, at least here is something to get you through to the next spot. And it seems like any other little resource that people need to come across, I will try to find it. I've had to find, like, I have a project I have to work on when I get back. I got to go through all the hotels, find out which one will accept weekly payments, how much their weekly payments are, how long the clients can stay there, because they are living in their car right now. So I am searching and finding the resources, and then she's going to call and she's going to check with all of them and see what best fits her situation. And we've talked about already what her parameters are and what her bills are. So it's things like that. We walk through it. It's like just having a wife, a husband, a parent, it's a support system. And that's really what the world comes down to, is knowing that there's somebody that can find that help for you. I can't provide all the help, but I will find it.
Yes, I hear that. So tell us, when you're working with a family that's living in a car, say the one that you're working with now that you're about to try to help find a hotel room, what resources are out there to help those clients pay for that space, that stay? Are there any resources?
There are not any immediate resources.
Okay.
There is the coordinated entry system, which is through Access Rutherford, which is a program that has just got up and running, full speed in the last couple months. And that puts the assessments are done for each of the clients in the household. And that way that gets them on the list, and say their health status, there's a point system. So they're able to be higher on it because of their situation, and then they could maybe get assistance through that way. So at least we get them on that list so that we can move forward, so the other resources can see them and be able to help them. So I did start doing that in the last couple months with that application process, along with, I think there's like 6 other nonprofits that are doing the same system. So
Okay. And what are those other nonprofits? Do you even know all
yes,
of them?
I have most of them. I know that Stepping Stones is in there. Salvation Army, Journey Home is part of it. I have not seen them as of yet, but I know that they are. It's part of HUD, the HUD system, so they go by their parameters, I guess. I'm trying to think. Coal Patrol. Miss Jordan's over there. And Ms. Vera is the one that's heading it, as the coordinator of it. So, she's really getting places. So, big things in the future. I'm hoping.
Awesome. So,
community helpers. Sorry.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, they're everywhere you want to be.
Right.
So tell us about your partnerships with other organizations. Do you work with other organizations in referring clients? Do you have connections at other organizations that can possibly help some of the clients that you're working with?
Right. Actually, for sure, I feel pretty confident with the community helpers being a resource, because I've learned enough that I'm able to get the situation going, and I even will get applications in our OI signed and so we can bring them back to Murfreesboro, because I'm in the Laverne area. So I jump back and forth between the 2 food banks. So I'm able to bring paperwork that say the person that doesn't have the gas money to get down there to get it to there. And I can download all their things. I can fill out SNAP applications with you. Legal aid, with that new SNAP program that they're trying to fix, or trying to help people that aren't being able to get the services they need. They are coming in the building, and I have direct contact with their health benefits attorney and their paralegal, and they are great about answering back. We have a workshop set up with Interfaith Dental. All I have to do is reach out. I've even sent volunteers over to them that are in dental school. So I am coordinating, and it's like a tree going everywhere. Whenever I see the tree inside of Nourish, I feel like I know I'm in the right spot, because that's how I feel like we need to be as a community and as people. We reach out and we grab on, and we all come together, and we're one being, So when I see that tree, I think we need to start growing some sprouts, though. We need to put little twigs on there, some cute leaves.
Oh, Lord. So glad you're talking about growth right now. Clients, how do you get clients? Do they just walk in and talk to you, or is there a process?
So my intake from Smyrna and Murfreesboro and our Glencliff location, put them in the system. I pull up a report every single day to see who are the names on the list. I do have to pick and choose sometimes who's a higher need. There's no ways around it. Some people range anything from needing a shirt to needing a bed to needing a house to needing a job. It's a whole big square of things. So what I do is I pull the names. If it's a serious situation that I can see, I want to get them a call right away, get the ball rolling, get them sent. Say if they're on the street tomorrow, I need to find them somewhere to go. one way or another, I can't, especially, when we were shut down for the blizzard, I was literally on the phone.
That was not a blizzard, by the way.
What
it was
was
just
that?
a snow.
Okay, you're right. I'm from Illinois. I know
Oh my
these
God.
things. Okay, I do. But we were trapped. There was nowhere to go, which wasn't really heartbreaking. I could still work from home if I had to.
Right.
But I did. And so I was reaching out to Volunteer Behavioral Health, who has a PATH program, and to see if maybe we can, all my resources to try to connect this person to what they do need.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out. It did. We were able to put them in for one night, and then they were able to get help to extend further. So
I'm still thinking about the blizzard.
It was okay.
I'm sorry.
I know you sound like my brother, but
It was not that. Maybe in the country. I don't know. So give me a story of a client that you've helped recently that's been a success story. Let's try with a success story.
oh, okay.
Not just a person you've helped.
No, actually, I do. I have a gentleman. In fact, it goes back to where I was saying that I can bring the documents down. I can do community helpers. We met at the library. We did a SNAP application. We did their two community helpers application. I was able to do an application for a Social Security card for the grandson that he doesn't have written guardianship, but has because of the death of his parents,
Breathe.
kind of thing.
You got to remember to breathe too.
I am breathing.
It doesn't sound like
I have a lot to say. I didn't realize, but once it rolls, it just comes.
I love that.
Anyway, don't sidetrack me. See, I was rolling.
Library.
We were at the library. We did. We were able to do the SNAP application, the Social Security application to get a new card for his grandson because his has disappeared. Community helpers, and I was able to download and get pics of his driver's license. He has no email address, so I even got an envelope and put the SNAP application in, mailed it to the thing, everything for him, and then he ended up getting help with his whole electric bill for the that was past due. After he put just a little bit in, community helpers was able to pay the rest of it and make sure it gets taken care of so he can start anew in March, which is a big deal because he wasn't expecting the bills that he had this month, and so he was in a crisis that he has a grandson and he makes very little income. So, but great things happened out of that, and we're still working on other things with him. So hopefully the SNAP goes well. If not, I know who to call.
Awesome. You've said a lot of words, and I'm trying to figure out where I want to jump into next. I know. So you definitely need help, right? It sounds like you could use some volunteer help. Where do people go to let you know they're willing to help with this stuff?
You can go on the Nourish website, and you can even see who else is volunteering that day to choose your hours and choose your days. It's a calendar, and all the directions is there, and all you do is show up when it's time on your scheduled visit. And we're not afraid of taking people in when we're not scheduled. If you have an urge and you want to come see us, please come see us, because I know that everybody's working really hard, and we have volunteers that they work twice as hard as anybody I've ever seen for just being a volunteer. So I love it. It's dedication for sure. The volunteers that are there.
You have a Facebook page, right?
Yes.
You've told me about it.
Right.
I don't remember what it is or what you do with it, but I know that you have one.
Right.
Tell us about it. What do you do with that?
It's under my name. It's Heather Crissey. I have my business card at the top of it, so when you know it's the correct one. I post jobs, blessing boxes, positive news, recipes, rentals, expungement clinics, dental clinics, anything that could be a resource to the community. And it's open, it's public. You don't have to be my friend, you know, but I promise you, if you scroll, you're going to find something that's either going to make you laugh, or it's going to make you hungry, or it's going to get you a job. I mean, really, it's not just worthless information. It's actually, some of it's fun. So I have to throw a joke in once in a while. Because,
okay. Well, that seems great. I'm kidding.
No, humor is the best medicine. You know that. Come on. See, you're grinning.
Yeah, I'm on camera
Where's that
right
pain?
now. There's cameras looking at me, so of course I'm smiling.
see.
So where are you located? You said that you get referrals from all 3 locations of
Yes.
Nourish.
Mm-hmm.
Do you park up in any one particular site? Are you at all 3 sites? What's the deal there?
I spend 3 days a week at the Murfreesboro location, guaranteed, mostly because my boss likes me there once in a while. So I hang out over there, and
Humor is the
I
best
just do
medicine.
a few things, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I do, and I do have this ear that if I hear the right words, I kind of pop in, and because intakes across, I'll be like, oh, hey, can I help you? You know, and I like that, and our intake likes that because it's hands-on. We're not just saying, oh, I'll call you later. I don't have time for everybody to talk to everybody. But like yesterday, I was in the office yesterday, and I think I got 3 people in there that were like for the coordinated entry and for, conversations that needed to be had right away so the ball can roll. So not all are wins, but I feel like if you feel like you're making a difference every day, no matter if it doesn't have to be a win, you're still moving forward. As long as you're moving forward, you have hope, which means there's another day to fix it. Okay. So that's my life theory right at the moment in life.
Okay. How many clients are you currently serving?
I would say I have about 30 to 40 that I have like I'm working through the year with, that of most of them, like if we get on the same boat together, I guess you could say, I usually am staying with those people unless it's just absolutely not needed, and I'll check in and make sure. But if I'm pretty sure they're stable, then of course, there's other people that have to be taken care of. But I have a list of names that I try to go through every day. There's more added. We take off, it's a lot of input in, but there's things definitely growing, especially with all the new resources coming in. And I'll be like, hey, I got that. I'll be known to even fly out of my office with a coat because I'll see a lady that I'm like, ooh, that coat looks like it's perfect for her. And she would and just smiles and lights up. So that's the benefits of this job, is having those abilities to be able to bring a smile. So,
you keep talking about giving clients all of these things. Where do these things come from?
I have a lot of people that do like to donate the shoes and and clothing, and I even tend to be like, oh, where are you taking that stuff to? Because if I know that I have a need for it, I definitely want to have it. I have a little closet shed that I have a collection of stuff that comes in, and then as I'm able to find, we've moved sofas before in heels. Nothing quite stops us over at Nourishing the Whole, I don't think. Pretty sure we're going to get it accomplished one way or another. Right.
So if you needed something for a client, what avenues do you use to get that?
One of 2 things. I would reach out to the people that I already know, because I do have kind of a broad sense of different from all walks of life, that I know which way to kind of being seasoned in life. I have people that I'm around. I've been here in Laverne, Rutherford County for 25 years. So I have those accesses. If I don't, then I will call my boss and let him know. And then you sometimes put it on the page sometimes, or you put the reach out, because you have a lot of arms that you can reach out as well. So we don't have room for a ton of stuff. We literally have to keep it down to the essentials and say, like, I have 1 couch now. When that one's gone, I will see about asking for another couch so it's in stock. But I'm not a mover. And I definitely like to keep it down to where I can actually get in the building and store it. So,
yeah, definitely. Right. And for people listening, please do not bring us your old clothes. We don't want them. I promise. We don't have room to store them.
But I do know where you can take them. So if you want to call me, 615-482-7773, and then I know where to send them.
Oh, my. I'm glad you've thrown a phone number out there.
It's a commercial. No.
That was a call out, I think. What else? What is something? Okay, so this is fun. What is something that a lot of people ask for that we don't typically have on hand? Other than clothes and shoes, because that is not what I'm thinking. Bigger items.
Places to live.
Oh,
I mean,
well, I didn't mean that big.
yeah. Well,
That's
I mean,
a problem I don't think we can solve in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, no, it's a big problem. Clothes and shoes, they ask for washers and dryers and sofas and all that. Is that what you mean? That's the next level. And then we go back up to, and we even have plates and stuff. We have, like, I know that sometimes I'll pull some stuff out of my secret little closet. And like yesterday, I had a couple in there that they're living in their car. They needed some wipes. And I just happen to have a few extra things like that in my closet, and it was more personalized because I handed them to them and they were able to be like, okay, that's one less thing that we have to, I mean, where are you going to wash your hands at? You need something to wipe down. I gave out a blanket yesterday to another homeless man. I just happened to have one in there. By the way, I'm getting kind of low on blankets. I do have to say that's a big one that's starting, and new pillows. That would be nice, but.
New pillows?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can take a nap.
I mean, okay, whatever it takes to get the job done, man. I don't question it. So you need pillows and you need blankets. All right. Lord, I was thinking mattresses. Is that not something that people are
that's
constantly
also,
asking
but
for?
Mattresses, they just have to be, something you'd sleep on. Mm-hmm. I don't want to give out a single thing that you won't use for yourself.
Yeah. That
is a number one rule. Yes, I have a hard time throwing things in the garbage, but if I won't use it, it's it's done, okay? Because I'll try to repurpose about everything. I was building tape houses yesterday. Remember, yeah. So
I know you talked about that.
I'm gonna build it just to show you it can be done. There's a video.
Don't. I don't want
DIY.
to see it. Yeah, that's fun. We had a lot of tape in the building for a
right?
while. I'm excited that it's gone.
Now we have the rubber gloves.
And now you want to build a house out of it.
I know I should have thought of it sooner. I could have wrapped it all the way
I mean, we could have had a whole tiny
warehouse.
home.
The whole warehouse could have been wrapped.
Yeah.
I could have made little sections and made rooms and got those new pillows and blankets, and I could have made a hotel.
Out of tape.
A tape
I love that.
It is.
All right. So if people are needing help, they need to go to Nourish, and they need to sit down with one of the intake specialists. Mm-hmm. And if they think that there's something you can do for them, they'll refer them over to you.
Right. Absolutely. And in fact, sometimes when you're just having a conversation with the intake will pick it up and be like, hey, maybe you want to give them a shout out, to let them know that somebody's there if they needed their help. And she'll mention it usually. I love our new intake over there in Murfreesboro. Our team is just growing leaps and bounds, and I'm so happy about it. But she and I are working really. She'll come tap on my door and say, "Hey, do you have a minute?" And that's what happened yesterday when I had the 3 sets of clients that I was able to attend to yesterday, and it was good to be in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea where I was going with that train of thought.
I always mess you up.
And you distracted me and messed up my brain. It's okay. I will find my way back somehow. What was I talking about? Oh, I know what I was doing. Okay. Go in and get referred over, right? Heather will do just about anything she can. Look at her Facebook page. Follow along. Mm-hmm. If you see something that's needed, bring it if you can. If there's something you need, let her know. She'll figure it out.
Or if you have more resources that I need to know about, send them my way, because I will make sure to get the word out. I will talk it up.
I hate talking to you most of the time.
I know.
Because I lose my brain every time you open your mouth. Like, I just lost where I was going again, talking to you. You're so mean to me, Heather. You gave them a phone number. What's that phone number again?
615-482-7773.
And that's the Wraparound Services phone number, right?
Mm-hmm. Directly to me.
Yes. They can also reach out to Nourish, which can get them in touch with you if they don't want to keep up with that phone number. You are on our website. I think your contact is on our website. Your email, is it?
I think it is. I think both of them are on the number and the email.
Okay. So people can reach out to you through that.
Yes.
What else? Volunteers can sign up through our website. So if you have a heart to help Heather, help others, there's ways to do that. What else? I'm trying to think if I need anything else. That's everything, right?
It
All the
sounds
resources,
like
all the reach outs. Well, that's fun.
yeah.
Heather, I want to say thanks for coming on and talking to us today about Nourishing the Whole. It's been fun learning more about what you do, as if I didn't already know some of it.
Some of it.
Some of it. Not all of it, but some of it. Also, I want to say thanks to Trent Denson, our producer with Spread the Positive Productions, bringing light to what's going right. Hope y'all have a great week, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.